We can all agree that Minecraft is an incredible game with endless possibilities. For example, I'm currently standing in a scale model of my kitchen, but sometimes it can be difficult to know what to do next. So I've created some challenges for you. Now if you're anything like me, when you first start up a Minecraft world, you're dreaming of an incredible base that you are going to build over many months. But there is something to be said for just roaming through the landscapes, not having a permanent base, and kind of being a bit of a nomad. In one of the recent Minecraft updates, the old achievement system was replaced by the new advancement system. And there's a ton of them, so getting every single one should keep you occupied for quite some time. The nighttime is already pretty scary in Minecraft, but it's going to be especially scary when you're not allowed to use conventional weaponry. For example, bows, arrows, and swords. The only thing that you can do is make use of lava buckets, which, surprisingly, are actually quite good. I've been doing a little bit of caving, and I have located diamonds. Looks like there's quite a lot of them as well. Sadly though, with this challenge, I'm not allowed to mine any ores. The only place that I can get precious materials from are things like dungeons, villages, and abandoned mine shafts. This is a challenge that I'm kind of taking on for myself on Hermitcraft Season 5, and that is to build every single farm in the game. We want to reach complete automation without having to do anything manually, because doing things manually is for apes. Without the F3 screen in Minecraft, I would be totally lost. It allows you to find exact coordinates, know what direction you're walking in, and even things like light level is helpful when you're trying to light up your base. So with this challenge, nope, not allowed to use it. You have to fly blind. Starting a new Minecraft world is always a bit of a pain in the backside, because you have to gather up all of the resources that you already had in your previous Minecraft worlds. Which is why with this challenge, you get to start off with a double chest of your choosing. Now this is less of a challenge and more of an experiment to see how much further you can go in a short space of time when you start off with the things that you need. It's like a giant silver spoon. This is one chunk, a 16 by 16 area, and you're going to have to get fairly familiar with it because your entire base is going to be built with inside this thing. Now it can go right the way down to bedrock and all the way up to the sky limit, but it has to stay within this area. Of course you can resource gather elsewhere, but no buildings outside this thing. Kind of the opposite to the previous one, which was very vertically focused, this one is very horizontally focused. You're not allowed to build anything under the ground. All of your builds have to be above the surface, which means your base is going to sprawl out over the entire environment. Kind of the opposite to the previous one again, your entire base has to go under the ground. I've got a gigantic city underneath this block. You guys just don't know it. One of the most impressive projects that I saw being worked on in Hermitcraft Season 4 was the Biome project by CubedHost. He created an entire biome made out of obsidian of all blocks. So the challenge is, you have to create a biome yourselves. Wouldn't suggest using obsidian though. CubedHost's an absolute nutcase. XP farms are incredibly cool, incredibly useful, and in this case, incredibly loud. Ender enders were never the quietest things in Minecraft, but of course you can use XP levels to enchant gear, repair things, rename things, just do lots of stuff. Which is exactly why in this challenge you're not allowed to use XP farms, you have to go out and do it the old-fashioned way. Much like the Super Starter Chest challenge, this one is designed to make your life easier by giving you 5 different beacon buffs of your choosing for your entire life. This is the selection that I've picked. I'm sure all of you will come out with something different. In Hermitcraft Season 4, my initial plan was to build my entire base above the ground in this kind of drone formation. In the end, I started building some farms underneath the floor, and eventually everything kind of spread out from there, but you're not going to have that luxury, because with this challenge, your entire base has to be flying up in the sky. In Hermitcraft Season 5, we have increased the number of dungeons that naturally spawn in the Minecraft world, using custom world types. And that means that you can end up with setups a little bit like this one, with 5 spawners all within range of one another. It's totally bonkers. Working on Minecraft worlds for long periods of time is always quite satisfying, and being able to see how far you've come in that time period is always quite cool, but it's also quite fun to set yourself a challenge of time frame. For example, 1 month, 1 week, 1 day, if you really fancy working fast, just see how much you can get done in that short space of time. Getting full sets of things is always quite satisfying. I mean, there's entire games dedicated to getting full sets of things. So why don't you set yourself the challenge of getting a full set of something that you want? For example, a full set of all the walls, or a full stack of beacons, or all the different coloured blocks, whatever you really fancy. If you look underneath any popular Minecraft server, you will discover one thing. Minecrafters really like to strip mine. I mean, they really like to strip mine. Which is why in this challenge, you're not allowed to do that. you're gonna have to go inside the caves and do it how it was supposed to be done. Fossils are incredibly rare, naturally generating structures in Minecraft. They're so rare that I have never discovered one in all of my survival Minecraft playing experience. This is what they look like, and you've now been tasked with finding them. Speaking of finding things, the naturally generating structures in Minecraft are really quite cool, especially the woodland mansion, so you should go out and try and find every single one of them. The only thing that I will say is that these things are absolutely lethal. I mean, seriously lethal. You're gonna have to be careful there. Because you're watching this video, I think I can safely assume that you like watching Minecraft on YouTube. Now, all of your favorite Minecraft YouTubers will have Minecraft skins, and they are buildable in Minecraft. For example, this guy right here. Build an army of your favorite YouTubers. Obviously starting off with this handsome chap. That last challenge was a bit of a tricky one, so this one should be a tiny bit easier. Get every type of pet in Minecraft. Dog, cat, and parrots. Get on my head. In my opinion, the jungle is the coolest biome in Minecraft. I remember when they were first introduced and all I wanted to do was build tons upon tons of tree houses, which is why the conservationist challenge exists. In this one, you're not allowed to do any deforestation or any terraforming. You have to build your base throughout the environment that you're living in. Obviously, you can create things like tree farms and other bits and pieces like that, just don't damage the area around you. Changing the game rules in Minecraft completely changes the game. For example, here is a sugarcane farm, and as you can see, yeah, it's not doing the best job. But if we just type in game rule, random tick speed, and set it to 3000, aka 1000 times the normal limit, now random things happen a lot more often, and this sugarcane farm is actually really quite efficient. Now, changing game rules can make the game easier, as you can see here, but they can also make the game harder. I'll put them down in the description. And the last challenge of today's video is to get yourself a mate. Playing on a survival multiplayer server is a bit of a challenge, but is also incredibly good fun, and seeing your friends' builds pop up around you is always really, really rewarding. Anyway, I hope that you enjoyed this video. If there's any challenges that you think I've missed out on, let me know down in the comment section, but unfortunately, ladies and gents, that's all I've got time for today. If you have enjoyed this video, please sure to that like button, and if you really loved it, then make sure to subscribe. But thanks for watching, guys. This has been Mumbo, and I'm out. I'll see you later. Oh, come on, mate, chin up. You're in a Mumbo Jumbo video.